Have you ever noticed how some people feel your presence the moment you enter a room? Not because of words, status, or charm, but because of something invisible, something magnetic. If you sense that the world subtly bends around you, that others hesitate, admire, or even fear the weight of your presence, it is not an illusion. Your aura is speaking, and it is powerful. But what does it mean to carry this kind of power? And how do you know if you do? Sign 1. People react emotionally around you without understanding why. There is a subtle, almost imperceptible force that manifests when a person has mastered themselves. It is not charisma, nor is it performance. It is something far deeper. An unshakable inner order, a mind disciplined and unyielding to impulse that radiates outward, coloring the perception of everyone around you. Those who possess this quality are often unaware of the effect they have. Yet, the world cannot help but respond. This is the first sign your aura is too powerful. People react emotionally in your presence without fully understanding why. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When we cultivate clarity, restraint, and fortitude within, our exterior reflects an equilibrium that others cannot easily pass. It is as if our very being communicates. I am not moved by the trivial. I am centered. I am deliberate. And this deliberate presence is felt by others before it is seen. A tense room softens. A loud conversation quiets. Subtle emotions, fear, admiration, insecurity, or awe surface in those around us, often unconsciously. People react to the order in our chaos as if it were gravity itself. This effect is not built on manipulation. There is no performance, no effort to influence others. It is the natural byproduct of mastering oneself. Epictetus cautioned that it is not events that disturb people but their judgments about them. A person whose mind remains unmoved by the trivial, whose focus is on what is within their control, emits a stability that others cannot ignore. When people feel this stability, they are compelled to respond emotionally or instinctively to the calm that seems almost alien in a world of reaction. This presence forces reflection. It exposes the restlessness in others, their lack of self-control, their impulsive behavior, their need for external validation. They may feel admiration for your composure or subtle discomfort because it highlights the dissonance in their own lives. Some may try to test your limits, attempting to provoke reactions. Others may unconsciously mirror your calm, seeking alignment with the order you naturally project. All of it signals that your internal discipline carries outward consequences. A powerful aura is also deeply magnetic. People cannot help but notice when you act with intentionality. Your words are measured. Your gestures are deliberate. Your silence carries weight. There is a strange beauty in someone who does not react to every stimulus, who does not chase attention, who moves through the world with composure. This is not arrogance. This is mastery, the visible imprint of a mind that has trained itself to remain sovereign regardless of circumstance. When your presence elicits strong, sometimes inexplicable emotional responses, it is not by chance. It is a reflection of your inner power. Others sense the order within you, the freedom from impulse, the command over your own mind. And even when you do not speak, even when you do not act, your aura communicates. I am unshakable, I am grounded. I am in command. This is the mark of someone whose aura is too powerful. It is subtle, it is silent, yet it is undeniable. And it is the beginning of true influence. The influence that comes not from words, status, or charm, but from the mastery of oneself. Sign 2. Your presence reveals weakness in others. A powerful aura does not merely affect you. It acts like a mirror for those around you. It exposes what is hidden, not through confrontation, but through contrast. The moment we cultivate discipline, composure, and emotional mastery, others cannot help but sense the difference. This is the second sign that your aura is too powerful. Your presence reveals weakness in others. The Stoics understood that virtue shines most brightly when juxtaposed against imperfection. Seneca wrote, A man's true worth is measured by how he treats those weaker than himself. But there is another quieter truth. Those who have trained themselves, who are anchored in self-control, inadvertently reveal the unrefined nature of others. Someone impatient, reactive, or insecure suddenly becomes visible against the backdrop of your calm. Their impulsiveness, their neediness, their unsteady emotions, all are amplified when you enter the space. This does not mean you seek to judge or dominate. On the contrary, it is a natural byproduct of being centered. Your energy does not bend to theirs, nor does it chase validation. The groundedness you carry acts like a mirror. It reflects the lack of discipline, the absence of inner order, the restless desires of those around you. People feel this contrast even if they cannot articulate it. A colleague may snap at a minor frustration. A friend may flinch under scrutiny. A stranger may hesitate to speak carelessly. They are reacting not to you personally but to the clarity you radiate. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of internal sovereignty, reminding himself that the judgments and actions of others are not within his control. This principle magnifies your aura's effect. By maintaining composure and refusing to be drawn into reactive behaviors, you naturally expose others' lack of self-mastery. Your restraint becomes a silent standard, a benchmark they cannot ignore. The powerful aura is magnetic, but also unsettling. It is not aggressive. It does not demand submission. Instead, it challenges others silently, creating a psychological space where their weaknesses are visible and your strength is obvious. They may feel admiration, envy, or even subtle discomfort because your presence highlights what they have not cultivated within themselves. In relationships, workplaces, or social gatherings, this effect is unmistakable. People instinctively moderate their behavior around you, sometimes without realizing it. Some are drawn to learn from your calm. Others step back, intimidated by a presence they cannot influence. In both cases, your aura is unmistakable. And the mark of true power lies in its subtlety. Your presence exposes truth. Your composure reveals disorder. That is not arrogance. That is influence born from mastery. And when you recognize this effect, you understand that the strength of your aura is not measured by attention or noise, but by the quiet revelation of reality itself. Sign 3. People are drawn to you, but also cautious. There is an unmistakable tension that surrounds those whose aura is too powerful. It is subtle yet palpable. People are instinctively drawn to you, intrigued by the gravity of your presence, yet simultaneously cautious, almost hesitant. This is the third sign that your aura is too strong. Your presence inspires fascination and respect, but also a wary distance. The Stoics understood the nature of influence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that others would act according to their own judgments, often imperfect and unpredictable. When we cultivate emotional discipline, fortitude, and self-mastery, we project a calm confidence that others cannot easily read or manipulate. This unpredictability in their perception, your steady composure in a chaotic world, creates both attraction and apprehension. People sense that you are not easily swayed, not easily provoked, and not easily owned by social pressures. A powerful aura does not demand attention through. Have you ever noticed how some people command attention without even trying? It's not about their words, actions, or looks. It's their presence, their aura. People are drawn to them, sensing a depth and intentionality that's rare. They feel an energy aligned with something bigger than fleeting desires. But this attraction often comes with a hint of caution because they also sense you're different. You are grounded in self-command while many are ruled by impulse. You are present while others are distracted. You are aligned with principles while they might negotiate morality for convenience. The philosopher Seneca once observed that true power can unsettle the weak because it mirrors their own lack of inner strength. Similarly, when your aura radiates discipline and composure, people become acutely aware of their own internal chaos. Some feel admiration, drawn to your steadiness. Others instinctively hold back, intimidated by an energy they cannot control. This pull of magnetism is inseparable from the tension of recognition. Your strength forces them to measure themselves. This dynamic is a natural result of self-mastery. You're not trying to intimidate, manipulate, or dominate anyone. You simply exist in alignment with your principles, and the contrast with those around you is unavoidable. Attraction and caution arise spontaneously, reflecting your inner order. A powerful aura isn't measured by how many people approach you, but by how they respond to your presence. Some will lean in, eager to be near what they sense as authentic strength. Others will hesitate, aware of the seriousness and discipline you embody. Both reactions signal the same truth. Your energy commands recognition, and your aura is too powerful to ignore. In this tension lies your magnetism, the subtle force that makes you unforgettable, even without saying a word. This leads us to the fourth sign that your aura is incredibly powerful. You can influence the energy of a room without speaking. There's a rare, almost imperceptible phenomenon that happens when someone's inner discipline reaches a certain level. They can shift the atmosphere of a space just by being there. This isn't a performance, it's not intimidation, and it's not charm. It's the quiet gravity of self-mastery made visible. The Stoics understood this principle well. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to maintain steadiness in every situation, knowing that his own composure would ripple through the actions of others. He famously wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." By embodying virtue and discipline, you project an energy that is sensed before it's even spoken. People feel the shift before they understand why, as if the air itself has subtly changed. This powerful influence is rooted in mastery over yourself. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that while external events are beyond our control, our judgments and responses are entirely our own. When a person achieves this internal sovereignty, they no longer react to trivial disturbances. They don't bend to the moods of others, and they don't need anyone's approval. Their composure radiates outward, creating a gravitational field of calm authority that others simply cannot ignore. Even your subtle movements, your posture, your gaze, the pacing of your speech become instruments of influence. Those around you respond instinctively. In moments of tension, some will mirror your steadiness. Others might unconsciously moderate their own behavior, perhaps even testing whether they can provoke or unsettle you. Still others will feel a magnetic pull, drawn toward your energy, sensing a depth and discipline they may lack themselves. This isn't manipulation. It's the natural effect of an alignment between your mind, body, and character. A room as energy conforms to your presence because you have mastered the internal storm that so many others struggle with. The weight of such a presence is subtle but undeniable. A leader might notice their team calms down when they enter the room. A friend might find themselves acting with more integrity in your company. In social situations, the chaotic impulses of others are often tempered just by your steadiness. Your influence is silent yet powerful. It's visible in the ripple of composed gestures, measured speech, and the absence of unnecessary reactions. As Seneca warned, the greatest influence comes from character, not from force. The aura of a disciplined person embodies this truth. You don't need to assert control or demand attention. The quality of your being reshapes the room naturally. People sense your depth, your clarity, and your self-possession. In essence, your aura becomes a lens through which others perceive reality. Their own insecurities, impulsiveness, and distractions are either magnified or softened in contrast to your composure. The energy of a space is no longer random. It is subtly ordered by the gravity of your presence. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on building inner strength and personal mastery. See you in the next one.